What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back once again with a top 10 video for you. Today we will be going over the top 10 most expensive cards from a set that hasn't even been released yet, Scarlet and Violet Temporal Forces. Now, Temporal Forces is to be released March 22nd of this year, so these card prices are about 9 to 10 days before the official release. And much like Paradox Rift, in this set we will be seeing ancient type and future type Pokemon. Most notably, we'll be seeing the ancient versions of the legendary beasts, Raikou, Entei, and Suicune. Not only have they been completely redesigned in their appearance, but they also have new names. So we'll be reviewing the top 10 most expensive raw card sale prices that I could find. Now, it's also worth always saying that these prices will not stick. These are pre-release prices. If you watch this video a week after the official release of this set, you'll note that the prices of the cards will probably be drastically different, to which you might be saying, well, why then are you making this video if tomorrow these prices are going to be irrelevant? It's because I find it interesting. The pre-release prices are very interesting to me, and it's also a good assessment of what the top 10 most expensive cards will likely remain to be once this set is officially released. So without further ado, here are the top 10 most expensive cards from Temporal Forces. Starting off with the number 10 most expensive, it is the Future Iron Boulder EX card. This is a special illustration rare, I do believe, that is most recently sold in auction for about $38. So you'll have to let me know at the end of the video if you are more of a fan of the futuristic Pokemon or more of the ancient Pokemon in this set. Leave a comment below. But this Iron Boulder EX so far is the number 10 most expensive in this set. The number 9 most expensive card in Temporal Forces is our very first trainer card. It is Morty's Conviction, that is recently sold for $38.75. And this card made on the list for one reason and one reason only. It's that guy right there, my boy Gengar. Gengar does have a few cards in the set, a few Gengar EX cards. We'll get to that later on in the video, but this Morty's Conviction is the number 9 most expensive card that I could find. The number 8 most expensive card in this set is this Prime Catcher, this Ace Spec Prime Catcher that has sold most recently for about $45.97. And you gotta appreciate the effort they put into making this particular item card different. You know, you got this dark pink background there, you have the Ace Spec logo on the sides there, so gotta give them props for at least trying to make it different. This card is the number 8 most expensive in the entire set. The number 7 most expensive card is this Gouging Fire EX, which is otherwise known as the Ancient Entei. Completely redesigned. It's got like a ceremonial hat or something on its head there. Anyway, this card has sold in auction for about $50.75. And to be honest with you, I'm not feeling the design of this Entei, at least in this particular illustration. I do believe this is a special illustration rare, and I don't know. I'm not really feeling it. What do you think of the design of this Entei? Let me know. This is the number 7 most expensive card on the list. The number 6 most expensive card is another trainer card in Uri. This is a crazy looking card that has sold recently in auction for about $57. And if you take an up close look at this card, there are a lot of very notable Pokemon surrounding Uri there. You got Lucario, you got a Toxicroak, a bunch of others. And Uri is looking especially crazy in this card. So I'm not sure what the story behind this trainer is, but it is the number 6 most expensive card in Temporal Forces. The number 5 card on our list today is this Walking Wake EX, which is the newly redesigned Suicune that is sold in auction for about $58. And I gotta say, I like this design better than the Gouging Fire EX. Suicune is usually the most expensive of the legendary beasts, usually. So yeah, this is my favorite of the 3 in this set, and the number 5 most expensive on our list. Coming in number 4, we have this Full Art Bianca's Devotion Trainer card. This is a special illustration rare that is sold in auction for about $65.36. I do believe that makes this the most expensive trainer card in this set. So yeah, there you go, folks. The number 1 most expensive trainer, number 4 most expensive overall. Getting down to the final 3, our third most expensive card is this Iron Leaves EX. This is a future card that was listed for $90, ended up having a best offer accepted price of $80. And I can see why this is a top 3 card. It is a beautiful illustration. I'm really digging it. What do you all think? This is the number 3 most expensive card. The number 2 most expensive card in this entire set, and my least favorite of the newly designed legendary beasts, would have to be this Raging Bolt EX. Folks, this is either a Pokemon that you love or hate, depending on how you feel about its redesign. This card has sold raw in auction most recently for about $82. And to me, I feel like they done Raikou dirty. I do not like the design of this card. It is my least favorite of the 3. What do you think? Do you like it? Yay or nay? Before we get to the number 1 most expensive and most valuable card in this set, let's go over just a couple of very honorable mentions. Here we have a Salvatore Full Art Trainer card that is sold raw for $15.50. We also have this Full Art Uri. This is just an ultra rare card, I believe, not the special illustration rare, that is sold for $20.50. We also have this Cincino illustration rare that is sold for $24.39. Here is a gold Iron Crown EX. These gold cards, these regular full art cards just don't seem to do it anymore in terms of value, but this card did sell in auction for $27. And then we also saw this full art Gengar EX that also sold for $27. And then last but not least, we have my favorite card in this entire set. It is this illustrated alt art rare Ghastly that has sold for around $20. So not the most valuable card in this set, but just take a look at that design. You have a bunch of Ghastlys, Haunters, and Gengars going through the streets there, looking for someone to haunt, and it looks like they come across that Meowth down there. So definitely my favorite card in this entire set. Which leads me to the number 1 most expensive card in Temporal Forces. It is this future Iron Crown EX that is sold most recently in auction for about $89.75. And this is a beautiful looking card, beautiful design, beautiful background. What's not to love? This is the number 1 most expensive in the entire set. So that's it, folks. That's the top 10 most expensive in Temporal Forces. To be honest with you, I put Temporal Forces on the same level as Paradox Rift. It's a very similar set, and I think it'll have similar prices as time goes on. Let me know. Please leave a comment below. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. That's all I got today, folks. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Catch you all in my next one.